Okay, so I thought I'd work in my art journal today. Our light blue. And I'm going to use some, I can tell I've used this a lot because it's really dirty, vintage white folk art. And folk art linen. Alright, you might say that looks kind of messy, but for the bottom layer it's okay because I'll be doing a lot of stuff over it, but I like that color palette, so I'm going to leave that. I'm thinking about just like spray painting some letters on there and then doing some window stencils over it in white. So I think what I'm going to do is just take my black spray paint, which is Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch. So this stencil's from Delta Creative, and I am just going to spray just randomly over kind of what I'm thinking about. Oh, thank you. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I love that. And then I'm just going to put this one over here. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is some over the black because I'm not liking how that kind of came out looking like a blob. So, and I'm just using primer, Valspar. I just kind of use whatever I have on hand. I think what I'm going to do is take this, just wax paper, and just use my roller and go over it. Maybe pick up some of that white. I liked, oh yeah, I actually liked that a lot. And so I just put the stencil like this, and it was still wet with the spray paint, laid it down, and then just used a brayer over it. So I'm going to put it on my page. I like it there. But before I do that, I found this tissue paper, and I was thinking about applying some tissue paper, and I have some, let me see, it's just the patterns for sewing. And I was thinking about applying that over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Tracy Bautista's Collage Podge. I get the matte. They have like glitter. They have all kinds of different ones. I like the little dotted area. Just right there. I want to make that blend a little bit better. I feel like that black is sticking out a little too much. I'm going to put this window on there. You could use glue on it, but I'm actually going to use my masking tape. See, here's Tim Holtz stapler. And I'm just going to, I altered this in Photoshop, and I was trying to decide. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the one with the dots on it, actually. So I think I'm going to use some black. And this is Faber-Castell, and they're just gel sticks. Looks like lip gloss. I'm trying to decide if I want to put gesso over it too. A little bit of white. I think I'm going to. I'm going to put my image. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm kind of glad it didn't stick down because I'm going to move it over. I use Photoshop to make these little dots and stuff, but you could do that with a marker. It doesn't have to be with Photoshop. And this is just masking tape that I'm putting on. Okay, now we're going to make her kind of blend in. So I'm just putting gesso on my finger. These are just Portfolio oil pastel. I'm just going to use my baby wipe to kind of blend it a little better. This one's just the yellow oil pastel. I'm just going to give her some yellow in her hair. Write the words, be a dreamer. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use yellow. I like the idea of yellow with this color palette. And I'm just using the same stencil again that I spray painted over. And this is the Delta Creative. Now, I want Dreamer to be really like pronounced. So I'm just trying to think of how I want to do that. So basic gray letters, and they're just stickers. And what I did was I stuck them on, and there were some, as you can tell, I've run out of. So I actually tried to make that just part of the design. And what I did was just cut it right off the page and take that sticker outline, cut around it, make it an outline like that, and then I'm going to spray paint over it. Okay. So then I'm just going to take my yellow Rust-Oleum. Alright, so what I did was I just took those letters off of the spray paint, and hopefully you can see that. I just outlined it with a pen. And there it is. There's the finished page.